Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel again. So today we are going to discuss about one of the interesting topics, that is Terraform installation and configuration on Mac. So this also can be used to install Terraform installation configuration on Linux as well. Okay, so the steps what are we going to follow for this aspect of this session is that first we are going to install Terraform and we are going to install AWS CLI, and then we are going to create AWS credentials in AWS console. Then you're going to configure AWS credentials in your machine, so that Terraform should be able to communicate with AWS through the AWS credentials. Okay, so this is what something which we are going to see today. So let's get into demo. So I have this management console, right? Okay, so first of all, let's install Terraform. If you want to install Terraform, you can go to Ashika page, and then you can search for install Terraform. Okay, so simply you can just go for ashika.com terraform.install. If you can search in Google, then you should be getting it, right? So basically, how do I get this to this page? Means install Terraform and Mac. Okay, so basically you will get so this kind of a pages, and so this is installing. So it has lot of pages, but I'm going back to this page. This is like to install Terraform. Okay, so here, as you can see, so we have the packages lists are there. Okay, so what are we going to do is that I'm going to my terminal. Okay, so first of all, if I can see this folder, I don't have anything in this folder. Okay, even the Terraform command is also not working. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do click on this download page and copy this link. Okay, so then do wget. So what's happening now is that it is downloading this package from the internet. Okay, so it's downloading this package from the internet. As you can see ls, you can see this package has been downloaded. Okay, so then what are we going to do next is that we are going to unzip this file. Okay, unzip this zip file. Okay, unzip and then Terraform. Okay, so it is just unzipping it, and then as you can see here, so we have got two files extracted from here. Okay, one is Terraform, then one is license.txt. So first of all, what are we going to do is we are going to check whether this command is working fine or not. Okay, so this binary is working fine or not. Then how are you going to test it? Just to test from Terraform. Okay, -v. If you do this, then it will show you that what the version has been downloaded. As you can verify it, we have downloaded the version called 1.9.5. Okay, it's all good. Okay, so now we don't need to so we don't need to run /terraform always. Okay, so what are we going to do now is that in order to make it kind of working from anywhere, from any folder, we need to move into binary directory, right? So just give ls and move, and move the Terraform, the binary, to the user local bin. Okay, so here, so if you can see here, I have moved my Terraform folder to, if you can give ls, the lot of files will be there. Okay, so if you can give Terraform bin /Terraform. Okay, so we have this Terraform is been copied over here. Okay, so now we don't need all these things, right? I'm going to delete. Okay, license and then Terraform, this package folder, and then it's deleted. So now I'm giving Terraform and -v here, so it is working fine from here. Okay, it's all good. And then what are we going to do is that, as per the next step, we are going to install AWS CLI. Okay, so AWS, if you can do AWS configure, so it should be working, right? So it will ask you for a AWS access key and secret key, all this stuff. Okay, so for me it's taking some time. It's just reading the package. So if you want to install AWS CLI, so go here and so just install upgrade, uninstall an AWS CLI on version on Mac, right? So I have installed. So there are different ways. you can install AWS CLI for your Mac or Linux machines. And for me, I just used another simple method. Okay, so he's asking for access key, secret key. Okay, all is good. We are going to configure it in a while. So I install the AWS CLI using brew install. Okay, AWS CLI. Okay, so this is the command which I've used. If you're not, because I've already installed it, because it's taking a lot of time for me to install it. So that is, I've already installed it. But you can install AWS CLI using this command, or you can also install. You can also use one of the one of the methods like this. So you have to make sure that all the Python package and everything is been intact to make sure that it's working. Okay, so now I have already installed AWS CLI. That is the reason why it's showing me AWS configuration. Okay, so now what are we going to do now is that now I'm going to go to EC2 console and then click on IAM. Okay, I'm going to IAM dashboard, and then you can just get that my security credentials. Okay, so I'm just going to click on my security credentials. So there's already access keys created before. Okay, I'm going to delete it and deactivate and delete. All right. So and then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new access key and secret key. So what is the purpose of creating a new access key secret key is that if you want your Terraform to be able to communicate with the AWS, okay, so to perform some sort of actions like so to creating resources, then you have to create access key. Now I'm going to create access key, and so it is giving a warning that I understand creating a root access key is not best practice. Okay, but still I'm going to create it. So create access key. Okay, now I've got my access key created, and then copy this access key. Okay, and then just go to AWS and just type configure. Okay, so we have already configured this AWS, right? AWS configuration has all been done. So now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy this secret key. Okay, and then and then so you can just also can use like what is your default region. Okay, so for now I just chosen US East 1. So the reason why we wanted to give this default region is that so whenever you're creating the AWS resources using Terraform, so it's going to create this region by default. Okay, so all this configuration, everything will be deployed on this particular region. Okay, so if you don't specify in your configuration, it's going to deploy it over here. So we have a different the different um, uh, regions, right? So I'm going to choose AP South 1, which is Mumbai region. Okay, AP hyphen South hyphen 1 is a Mumbai region. So I'm going to give an output as a default format is default. Okay, so now the Terraform is being configured. Okay, so to be able to communicate with your AWS account. Okay, so if you I don't have any kind of files here. Okay, if you can do Terraform init, okay, it will initialize the empty directory. Okay, because we don't have any kind of any Terraform configuration files, so it's going to be initializing the empty directory. So we don't need this one. Okay, so if you can see here, okay, there is nothing is been copied. So first of all, we need to in the next video, what are we going to see is that we are going to create a simple file, and then we are going to deploy like we are going to deploy some kind of a Terraform configuration, the first configuration. Okay, so that's all from this video. So we have covered the steps like installing Terraform, AWS installation, installation AWS CLI installation. Okay, so create AWS credentials and configure AWS credentials in your machine. And one more thing is that if you don't, as soon as you create your AWS credentials, please go and delete this immediately. If you don't use it. Okay, for me, uh, for the security purpose, because I'm going to upload this video in the YouTube, so I'm going to delete this, deactivate the credentials. Okay, so this is going to be confidential for me, so please go delete this AWS credentials as soon as you use it. Okay, so because it's highly risky to keep, so if you already expose your access key secrets key to the public, please go and delete it immediately. Okay, so make sure that others are not using your access keys. Okay, so now that's all from my side. Okay, if you like this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel. And also, if you have any questions about our courses, then please call us on this number. Okay, see you guys again in the next video.